video is going to be about hair loss and blood pressure. Now, the other day on Facebook, some guy made a comment to me about, what's that bald spot in the back of your head? Well, I don't have a bald spot in the back of my head. I have hair thinning, yes, but no bald spot. And here you go. If you can see it, there's no bald spot there. Might be a little thin, but that's about it. But it's nothing I don't already know. And I would like to stop the process of losing my hair. So, I talked to my doctor who works at Fenway Health Clinic, well-renowned health clinic, and he happens to be the director of Trans Health over there in Boston. And we decided that I was going to start finasteride, and it's a DHT blocker. Now, what is a DHT blocker? It is a drug that blocks the formation of DHT, or dihydrotestosterone, if I could say that. DHT causes hair loss by basically restricting the blood flow to the hair follicles, and eventually they'll die and fall out. So what a blocker does, it inhibits this from happening. So it blocks the DHT, and therefore your hair won't fall out anymore. So you're not going to get any more hair growth from it. It's just that you're not going to lose any more hair as long as you're on this drug. Potential side effect could be loss of libido. In my doctor's many years of prescribing this medication, he said that he only had 2 guys come to him and say they wanted to stop the finasteride because of loss of libido. But these 2 guys were well into their 50s, so it could have been from other reasons. So they're not really sure whether it was because of the finasteride. I'm willing to take this risk. So that's what I'm going to do for the prevention of more hair loss. Now, for hair growth, I'm going to toss in some MINOXIDIL. Now, the bonus of this is that it's going to help me with my blood pressure. Now, I'm on a beta blocker called labetalol. I've tried many drugs to lower my blood pressure, and nothing's really working. It's hereditary, my blood pressure. I mean, I exercise all the time. I eat right. So, anyway, my bottom number readings are great, but the top numbers are in like the 140s. And the reason I don't want to double my labetalol is because one of the effects of that is the labetalol lowers your resting heart rate. Now, a normal resting heart rate is between 60 and 100, and mine is anywhere from 44 to 57 or something like that. So you don't want to lower it any more than that. I mean, here's the readings, and you can kind of tell that, I have a pretty good resting heart rate. So, now, MINOXIDIL. Brand name of this is Rogaine, okay? Now, back in the day, this was used as a blood pressure lowering medication. And when the guys were using this medication, they found that they were getting all kinds of hair growth. So then they decided, hey, let's make this a hair growth medication. So I figure there might be a bonus to this hair growth medication. It might seep through my system, and it can lower your blood pressure a little bit. So that, in combination with my labetalol, I might be, at a good level. Okay, so now Rogaine's the brand name. Rogaine costs about $45, and MINOXIDIL is the generic, and it costs about $25 or so. And what I got is in this box right here. It's a Target brand, but it's MINOXIDIL, $25. And as soon as we bought this, my wife went online, and because this is a 3-month supply, she found a 6-month supply of MINOXIDIL for $28. So once I'm done with this 3-month supply, I'm going to go online and get that 6-month supply for $28. But anyway, what you do is you take this little dropper here, you take 1 milliliter, and you just put it in the crown of your head into your scalp. I'm going to put a little into the sides here where it's a little thin, and I'm also going to put it in my beard. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, and a lot of guys are, finding that putting it in their beard promotes good hair growth. So I'm going to do that. I have some patchiness right in here that I'd like to fill in. I'd like to put it on my mustache because I've never shaved my mustache. This is not connected, and I have a little patchy spot right there, a little patchy spot right here. So I know it says it's for use for only the crown of your head, so I don't know if there's going to be any health, ramifications from putting it elsewhere, but I will monitor, my blood pressure and my blood work, and just make sure everything's on the up and up, while this process is going on. So they say that guys usually see a result anywhere between 2 and 4 months. So I thought that along the process of everything that I'm going through with this metorioplasty, I'm gonna grow some hair, and at the end of in a year maybe I'll just have this head full of hair and this well, okay, anyway, I'm not gonna grow my beard down to here. I'm gonna keep it nice and trim like I like it, but I want it to be thicker and not patchy. That's the goal. So that's the end of this video. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.